One thing that's certain as death and taxes is life can turn on its head in a blink. One minute we can feel like we have all our ducks in a row. The next minute something can come barreling through, scattering them to kingdom come. Life will deliver us blows and unexpected circumstances and happenings out of our control. And some days we are going to need a whole lot of emotional resilience to get us through. So what is emotional resilience, you may ask? Well, keep watching all the way to the end because I'm going to share with you my take on emotional resilience and how to build it. I'm Sharon H, and just remember, everything in this video is coming from my own perception and viewpoint. Take what advice you want and let the rest slide right off of you like Teflon. Emotional resilience will determine how we bounce back from unforeseen upheavals or difficulties in our life. When something happens out of the blue, being resilient means our coping mechanisms will be more favorable. Resilient people will not fall in a heap at the first sign of trouble or stress. Or if they do, they'll bounce back very quickly. Resilient people will be proactive in finding solutions, a new path to get them through this time. They were more likely to also lean on others to help get them through these difficult times. Come along with me as we navigate through 5 ways to build emotional resilience. Number 1, think positively. Okay, I know being positive is not always just a given, yeah? Especially when you feel like the arse end has just fallen out of your world and the shit storms just keep rolling in. Being positive doesn't mean you have to walk around like everything is all fucking sunshine and roses either. Or you can't momentarily release your frustrations to the wind. Being positive can mean picking yourself up, taking a big deep breath and looking at ways to get yourself through. I mean, you've managed to get through every single thing that's barreled you this far in life, yeah? Yes, some things may have left us more battered and torn than others, but we found a way to navigate it. You are more likely to find a solution by trying to keep yourself calm and believing there will be a way forward. Then if you give up the ghost and convince yourself that you're fucked, left ways, up ways, and sideways. So by being hopeful rather than resistant to solutions, this can certainly help. Number 2, face your fears. Sometimes when life wreaks us violently through a spin cycle, we are faced with having to do things that frighten us to get through. And of course we are all humans and we all get fearful at times, but this is okay. But in order to move on in life, facing those fears will be necessary. There is nothing better than that adulation of conquering something you were fearful of or never thought you could do. I've lay awake at night so many times, tossing and turning, worrying about something I had to face. But I've always got up, held my breath and jumped. And you know what? Occasionally I've fallen on my ask your mother for sixpence. But more times than not, I've landed on my feet. And more times than not, I've realized that the thing I was most fearful of was far less scary than I ever imagined it to be. And even if I was shitting bricks, so to speak, I've always just found if I just ripped that band-aid off and gave it a go, definitely made me feel stronger. Even the little conquests, because they helped me grow. Number 3, surround yourself with a good support system. That's it, yeah. You can't build resilience with people that break down your confidence. Often the people we surround ourselves with can make or break us. When it comes to being mentally strong, if you don't have anyone in your life that builds you up, join a fitness class or some other group of like-minded people, because guaranteed that there will be others just like yourself who are seeking camaraderie and good solid people. Sometimes even just an hour here or there a week around people that leave you feeling uplifted, seen and heard. It will help you become emotionally strong. Whereas surrounding yourself with critical, unmotivated or miserable fuckers will get into your psyche and make you feel drained. We can't choose our family, but we can choose our social network. Make sure that social network leaves you feeling better about yourself and not worse. Number 4, embrace change. Being resilient will often mean we have to adapt to change. Being more go with the flow and flexible in our life and thinking. If you have plans to catch up with a friend tomorrow and they need to cancel, then do something else and catch up with them another day. If you run out of time to do something, then do it tomorrow. Obviously, some changes will require effort and reorganization, and some will feel like a huge imposition. But as the saying goes, if you want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans. It's very infrequent in my experience that everything will just go to plan. Life is forever moving, and some days it will completely spin out of control. If we become more flexible in our thinking and allow room for disruption or potential clusterfucks, adapting a mindset that shit happens, then progressing forward, it definitely becomes much easier. I'm not saying you shouldn't momentarily become flustered, frustrated, or even pissed off. I can lose my cool and freak out in a blink if all turns to crap. But I also do believe I'm pretty damn resilient. It's okay to be upset or have a fleeting pity party, but give yourself a few moments and move the hell on. The only way to solve a problem is to face a problem. Lace up your boots, put on your big grundies and get to it. The less you overthink a problem, the more you'll likely resolve it too. Number 5, believe in yourself. A lot of times when it comes to self-belief, we can be our own worst enemy. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm no stranger to being torn down, undervalued, and underestimated myself. Much of my life, I listened to the bullshit ramblings of bloody naysayers, even when I knew I could do something and do it well. Rather than standing firm in my own abilities, I allowed others chip away at my self-confidence. More times than not, though, these people are basing what we can or can't do off of their own bloody limitations. And you'd be surprised in this world how many people limit their capabilities based off of others' fears and opinions. Those who've never had the courage to jump will always try to hold others back, yeah? If every successful person listened to that devil on their shoulder or the disbelief of others for the most part that have really accomplished nothing at all, then you know how many successful people there'd be in this world? Probably fuck all. You are just as good as anyone and capable too. Let others think you are incapable, but don't you dare believe it too. You may fail and fall down 9 times, but be sure you get up 10. Each time you fail, you learn something. You get better and better each time you go again. You'll become more resilient, and in time, you'll see. By never giving up on all and everything, you can fucking well be. Thanks for being here. Stay awesome. Now go get what's yours. Break out of your shell.